Well, I am back. That intro was just the perfect amount of time for me to submit my work. So, we are good for some Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. I did play quite a bit this afternoon. Nothing major, but I did a bunch of roulettes already, because I knew I was going to start much later. Did a bunch of roulettes and managed some inventory, which is always needed in this game. So yeah, saw you online when I was installing a few things. Yeah, if I'm not streaming, I'm not in a rush, so I can wait for the right job to be needed for the roulette, so that I can queue for maximum XP. I wasn't like actively playing at all times. I'm only missing leveling and dungeons. All the rest is already done. Uzagi, 15,000 gil. For me? Thank you. Did you play today, Echo? You were saying there was a possibility, but then you were doing an exam, so I guess not. You're on right now, nice. The exam took precedence, alright. 5,000 gil. Thank you. So I already took care of the ventures before, so they're already underway. Waddle down to the game room and play for a little bit. Cool. I don't have any work tomorrow, so I'm probably streaming. Unless my sister is awake late and wants to play Genshin Impact, but I don't think her mom would let her stay awake late, so... My parents wouldn't let me play late, but I did anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll play tomorrow. I might actually do another sponsored game. But top it off with this. Yeah, I feel like today was a good day. I don't know if you guys enjoyed those games, but I think it was productive. And they're certainly different from some of the stuff I play. Obviously, the last one was a little less polished. Obviously, the other one's a remaster, so the polish is all there. Most of us would sneak games past our bedtimes. Not me, man. I was always afraid. My mom is not to be trifled with. I've never even risked it. Because I knew that if she caught me, I wouldn't be playing video games for the next year or something. My mom didn't care unless it was like 2 a.m. If my mom said it was time for bed, it was time for bed. That was the time. That was the time limit. No discussion. Mama Sinner sounds like she ran a tight ship. She did. Wasn't always a good relationship. Actually, my relationship with my mom really improved when we stopped living together. That's the same way with my parents. Yeah, it's less things for them to have an opinion about, right? Ignore what my parents, glad my grandparents are mellow like me. Well, ignoring, I don't know. Family can suck. Actually, weeb cap on. I saw there was this Japanese word for like like an expression like you can't choose your parents. And there's a Japanese word for it. Which I don't remember what it is. It's I'm remembering the one for the kids. Part of me wishes I could live alone. Too many health issues would prevent me. Your health issues? Prevent you, or you would feel unsafe? Both? Okay, okay. Let me see. I know I sent it to my sister. Oya Gotcha. Which is like parent lottery. That's the weeb information, weeb education for today. Have you got the 20 chunks of Electrum ore yet? Cause you've forgotten you'll find them south of Camp Bronze Lake, over in Upper Lenosia. Please hurry. You and me both, Echo. What a life. Hey, maybe you should live together. Ah? I couldn't have mined better or myself. You've done me a great kindness. Gratitude rolls queerly off my lips, doesn't it? Mayhap that's something that comes more natural with time. 'Twas only my pride that held it back before, and as I've said, I've not of that left. I have to work harder than ever now to make my fictionalized accomplishments more than just ink on parchment. As of now, I'm a fraud, plain and simple, not unlike this electrum really. 'Tis impure stuff. Gold mixed up with silver and other metals. Oh, what am I saying? That comparison ain't fair to electrum. At least this alloy is worth something. You see, when refined electrum takes on an opulent whitish hue not seen in other metals, and there are certain things that can't be made without it, so it's prized by crafters. No. If I'm to liken myself to any metal, it would have to be common brass. Stuff's pretty enough to look at when polished, but worth a little and less. Ha! Had dreams of being special, a one-of-a-kind type of miner everyone respected, but now I just... Enough of this brooding. I hate myself as it is. No need to add being a whiny sop to my list of failings. You saved my hide today, I thought. I'll find a way to repay the debt. Mark my words. Hera would get fat. We can take care of each other through the power of friendship. Fat her. If you can drive, then awesome. Dummy thick would be the term. One of the few things I excel at. Nice, see? I already got you guys a date. I mean a roommate. I like gambling. I still have 2 roulettes to do. So I'm game for those. Ashlot, thank the gods you're here. It's White Gully. He's gone and filed a complaint against his father to the concern, citing an abuse of power. It has forced Deep Canyon into a difficult position, to say the least. And though the 2 of us haven't exactly seen eye to eye of late, I still owe the man a great debt. I would go to him and offer what aid I could, but he's like to spurn even the attempt. I know full well how much I've already asked of you, but I would be eternally grateful if you'd lend Deep Canyon aid in my stead. To get started, it might be best to see what possessed his son to inform on his own flesh and blood. Here at the Guildmaster's bidding again. Well, I see no reason not to tell you about the situation. You know most everything any road. My old man was foisting dangerous jobs on the guild, forcing its members to risk life and limb for his own agenda. If that ain't the very definition of abuse, I don't know what is. You yourself were on the receiving end of that, I'm sure you'll recall. Kin or no, I couldn't stand by and watch my guildmates being used like pawns in his game, so I went to the concern's upper management and filed a complaint. He hasn't said a word to me since, but I'd have a guess that he might be willing to speak with you. You've certainly done your fair share for guild. He's out by the entrance right now, in case you want to hear his side of the story. The hell are you talking about, Melty? It's been some time, Ashot. You're doubtless here as regards to my son's accusations. Well, it's just as he claims. Now, this ain't gonna spare me what's coming, but I had a reason for my actions. Vengeance! I was supposed to become master of the Miners' Guild. Everyone knew I had the best claim, but Adalberto robbed me of the honor. Me! the man who taught her nigh everything she knows about her trade. He went behind my back and conspired with her predecessor, and then fancy who ended up being chosen to lead. By way of payback, ever since I became vice foreman, I've striven to make Adalberta's life harder than trying to mine with a dull pickaxe. All those outrageous demands to make her look incompetent. At the same time, I went about ensuring my son was well placed to take over as guildmaster. My plan was about to bear fruit, too, till you came along and ruined it all by being my son's better. Heh, by your expression, I take it you're doubtful of the tale. Well, you can only ask your dear guildmaster. She can vouch for everything I've said. What? Deep Canyon believes I cheated him out of becoming guildmaster? That's not it at all. I never aspired to this position. Gods, I was only an Alamigan refugee working as hard as I could to get by. I never even dreamed that I could rise as I did, and I suspected even less that it was the self-same dedication to my work that would lead me to being chosen. If I had known that accepting the mantle would tear us apart, lamenting the past won't avail us. I only know that I wouldn't be here where I am without the man. I can't allow this misunderstanding to cost Deep Canyon everything. I simply couldn't bear it. I'm not sure there's all we can still do for him at this point, but we must try. Listen, White Gully is the one who filed the complaint. If you were to throw your own weight behind some of my concerns, then maybe you could yet do something. Please, Ashlot, it would mean so much. Me? I'm not getting involved in this shit. Alberta wants to help my old man? Huh. Truth be told, it ain't my wish to see his career destroyed neither. I only wanted to teach him a lesson. Make him know that he can't just use people for his own ends. But now that the concerned knows, it's been taken out of my hands. In their eyes, my father's actions jeopardized relations with the Miners' Guild, and nothing could be worse. So they've given him a test. If he's to remain vice foreman, he must prove at the inquest that he still has the confidence of the guild. And they ain't interested in no words. They want hard evidence. That is to say, they're demanding that someone from the guild show him loyalty by going and digging up 3 of the toughest damn chunks of ore there is to find. Dark steel. Problem is, he's got no allies in the guild, on account of his own behavior. I certainly don't qualify for the task, being his son, and then Alberta can't do it neither, because she's the bleeding guildmaster. That's just how it works. This leaves you, Ashlot. We don't have much time before the inquest begins, so you'll have to hurry. And I wasn't exaggerating before. Darksteel's elusive as hell is located in the snowy reaches of Coerthas and nowhere else. To actually find the stuff, you'll first need to use your Truth of Mountains technique to locate unspoiled mineral deposits. Then, gods know why, you'll have to survive a night in the cold for the deposits to reveal themselves. Finally you dig, and you pray. When you have enough chunks of Darksteel ore, take them to Adalberta. I'll make sure she knows what's going on. At 1 a.m. I need to... what? Oh, just 3 of them? Where can you see the in-game time? You look at the mini-map and the sun rotates around it. That's not that arrogant. The hours. The hour of the day. For what? I just got a quest that told me to be in a place at 1 a.m. with Truth of Mountains. You're just not paying attention. Oh, look. I sense it. Shit. Exactly. If there aren't that many twists and turns, how is it that you can't even follow that? Man, imagine if we could fly. Heavensward botany wasn't bad. No. It's super creepy and looks nothing like her, and I don't like articulated dolls. I don't like dolls. What class do you get again? Machinist. It's only available in Heavensward. Gunbreaker is a gun blade, yeah, not really a gun. You mean like the pirates in Limsa, right? Dark steel ore. Saw a dude with a gun in Gridania? Oh, okay. Hit! I got 3 in one go. Nice. Which one is rarest? Alright. These people are naked in the snow. But yeah, Cyan, you mean this, right? This is Machinist, and you need to finish Realm Reborn to be able to get it. This is the place for it is in another country that you can't go to. That's the one I am playing right now on low level stuff. I don't know how far I am, but I'm still in the Central Black Shroud. You haven't unlocked like other cities yet. Usually, if you click here, well, maybe not here. If you click here, it'll tell you the level of the quest. So you have an idea of where you are, technically, in the story. Level 14, okay. Last quest I completed. So it ends at 50, and then there's a bunch of patches. Usually the game works by like the main game and the expansions progress through, like, main game is 1 to 50, and then the patches are all at the cap for that particular version of the game. There's quests for like 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. I think people, as far as I've seen online, people did not enjoy the patches for Realm Reborn. I love them. I feel like they're much more fast-paced. Probably just wanted new areas, I guess. White Gully's told me all about the situation. Be sure you bring in the Darksteel ore as soon as you've got it. Now, I feel this bears mentioning, but regarding how to go about obtaining the ore, it may sound ridiculous, but it's exactly as White Gully says. You'll need the endurance to survive a night in Coerthas and the technique Truth of Mountains to locate unspoiled mineral deposits. 12 speed your way. Incredible, Ashlot. Your talents are truly boundless. How Hopefully these will suffice to spare Deep Canyon, but let's make haste to the inquest. White Gully is already on his way. Holy. Well, did you get a guild member to bring you the dark steel ore? Because make no mistake, Deep Canyon, if you came to this inquest empty-handed, we will end you. Your time with the concern will be just a memory. Well... We have the ore right here, procured by Ashlot Leonhardt of the Miners Guild. We have the same hair. I just now noticed. Mine is brighter, but she has the same hairstyle. 12 be good. She isn't lying. This is dark steel and some of the finest I've ever seen. I had high quality and I gave them the low quality. It's no ordinary miner who can find dark steel, let alone stuff that looks this good. Seems your reputation is well earned. That said, we were hardly here to question your ability, though I find myself wondering as to your motives. Why did you bring the ore? Aye, I know the same. Why stick your neck out for him? He's given you nothing but trouble. What in the seven hells are you trying to pull at, Alberta? I don't need anyone's pity, yours least of all. I'm not here to give you my pity, but to clear up the misunderstanding between us. Misunderstanding? Listen to me, Deep Canyon. I never wanted to become Guildmaster. The responsibility was thrust upon me, and there was naught to be done for it. Gods, when my name was being bandied about for the positions, my first instinct was to take myself out of consideration. Aye, I spoke to the Guildmaster in private, as you say. It wasn't to convene against you. It was to give up my claim. You expect me to believe that? If I had truly betrayed you back then, would I have bothered to come here? But if that's true, then everything I've done, by the 12, have taken this so far. You didn't want to admit defeat, Father. Let Alberta beat you out of her own merits. You knew this in your heart, but you refused to accept it. In your pride, you convinced yourself that she betrayed you. But by doing so, you only validated why you were passed over for Guildmaster in the first place. Please, Father, let go of the past. Accept that you were beaten, as I have with Ashlot, and let's start over. We have it in you to do so, Deep Canyon. To begin anew, I know of your love for mining more than anyone. If you would be willing to try again, I promise you the Guild's full cooperation. Full cooperation? Are you sure about this? Aye. I would leave the past where it belongs. In the past, the Guild wants only to look forward and to continue working with the concern. Ashlot was the biggest victim in this whole affair, yet she is willing to give Deep Canyon another chance. She wouldn't have brought the dark steel ore otherwise. Oh, that's well and good. Well, what about you? Can you really forget everything he's done? I can. Above all else, I missed my old friend and mentor. To get him back, I would forgive much and more. Adalberta. Well, I'm inclined to lay this matter to rest. Any objections, Sese? If you're satisfied, brother, then so am I. Then it's settled. Vice Foreman Deep Canyon, by request of the Miners Guild, you shall retain your present office at Amagina and Sons, Mineral Concern. Through hard work, I trust that you will make amends for past transgressions. I'm full glad that it's over. That it's over, Ashot. I would have a word with you in private. Would you mind returning to the guild with me? I asked you here so that I might thank you properly. Had you not been on hand to help, Deep Canyon's career would have ended prematurely and in disgrace. Whereas I might have lost my dear friend forever. I owe you a debt that I'll likely never be able to repay. But look at you. In no time at all, you've grown into a miner who can make the earth yield up even dark steel ore, the rarest of metals. There's nothing left for me to teach you. As an adventurer, you're like to find yourself in all corners of the realm, but wherever your road takes you, I want you to practice our craft for the good of all. Go well, Ashlot, and may your toils never go unrewarded. Well, Ashlot, as I live and breathe, I don't suppose you would be interested in a commission, would you? The guild just received a request from Sell Swords in Ishgard. I know how that sounds, but it's a company that's been charged with doing a mineral survey, and they need an expert's eye. Their captain is an old too, one who is familiar with the guild's way of doing things. Now, Ishgard's territory is untamed and dangerous, but it's worth it to go where no miner has gone before, and I urge you to accept. Lynette can supply proof that you're a genuine guild member if you do. I take it you're the one to explore the mineral wealth of Ishgard? Excellent. David, what did I do? Well, the mercenaries who sent for you are employed by one of the high houses. These papers will serve as proof of your position. The Photoshop crashed when I tried to use the bucket. Uh-oh. As you will technically be employed by House for temps. I think the courteous thing to do is go to their manor and speak with the knight. The best of luck to you. Well, that bodes well. Nothing like a little crash and burn. Right? Not dodge and burn. Crash and burn. Ashot, you come at a most opportune time. There is a task I would have you perform. In my search for the Book of Thal, I have drawn upon all my resources in the trading spheres. The tome has not appeared on the black market, nor has it found its way to a private collection. This tells us that the thief has made no effort to sell it. If we consider then the fact he was able to open a magically sealed chest, we may safely assume that the suspect is a mage and his interest in the tome is personal. However, this individual came to know the existence of black magic. It seems plain he seeks to unlock the tome's secrets. To what end is too early to say, but at the very least we now have a lead. There are scarce few who share our knowledge of black magic. Your three beastmen friends who were present when Master Kukuruka rendered up his last breath. It may be that Thief's identity is known to one of them. Begin your inquiries at Burgundy Falls, Ashlot. Find out if Kazakh Shah has had any suspicious visitors of late. I'm gonna use a brush and a bucket. I'm so stupid. Depends on what you're trying to do. There's a reason they both exist. Right? I was editing an image and instead of using pixels, I was using inches. Why does that matter in pencil or bucket? Hate more spicy wings, too hot? I miss hot food. I haven't bought spicy sauce in a while. Oh shit! I get it now. You're a crazy person. And you were editing an image the size of a building. Wait, how long is that? $30 meters. 30 meters. What a fucking lunatic. 30 meters on the long side. It's cement gem. This one is cement gem. That's why it crashed with a stupid bucket. Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, actually. I thought I am glad to see you again, my friend. What brings you here this day? Sorry. That such tomes should exist. But to answer your question, I have been visited by a suspicious man, and very recently, though visited fails to capture the nature of our meeting. Not a while ago a robed man appeared before me. Join me, he said, and together we shall master the dark arts. Dubious offer, which I naturally declined. But no sooner had the words left my mouth than he unleashed a barrage of spells at me. I could scarce believe it. I would swear that the spells he wielded were black magic. I warded off his attacks and countered with spells of my own, and he swiftly turned tail. All this happened but a short while ago. He cannot have gone far since then. If you mean to confront him, you would do well to exercise caution, though. He alone approached me. I felt the presence of others. What do you want? Wait, this aura. Darth Padme. Yes, there's no mistake. You're a black mage and you will lead me to him. Now speak, or I will make you wish you had. I have no idea what you're talking about. Your confusion seems genuine. Perhaps you truly do not know. I fear there has been a misunderstanding. I am not the villain who attacked the Amalja, nor does it appear you are in league with him. I see you are disinclined to believe me. Well, the truth of my words is easily verified. Let us go to Burgundy Falls and see your friend together. I wish to have words with him at any rate. Is that a dark night? No. Just looks like it. There is a misunderstanding that I wish to clear up. We meet for the first time, and that fact alone should suffice to settle the matter. But for the sake of formality, pray answer this question. Am I the man who attacked you? No, you are not. You bear scant resemblance to the villain. Now that the matter is behind us, allow me to introduce myself. I am Hearer Zaya Nelha of the Conjurer's Guild in Greedonia. The Seetsier Council has sent me to find a man who wields black magic, the forbidden art of destruction. His trail led me to this area where I chanced to witness him attacking your Malja friend. But as the villain beat a hasty retreat and I lost sight of him in the confusion, you approached me shortly thereafter. You may not be connected to the man I seek, but you're a practitioner of the dark arts nonetheless. The aura is telltale, so don't even think to deny it. You must also answer to justice. The books of Naltho, matron preserve. I was not aware that such terrible tomes existed. This woman, Lalai, she may well know something useful. I will pay her a visit, and I expect you to be there as well. From the Conjurer's Guild. I've graduated that and am a white mage, so fuck you. Respect your senpai! I take it you intend to continue searching for the mystery black mage. Though I doubt that his skill is a match for yours, he has proven himself unpredictable and dangerous both. Be sure to keep your wits about you. I shall go to Daza and Dozol Melok and apprise them of the situation. For now, you would do well to return to Lolai. That's it? That's the quest? I'm actually surprised Cement didn't create a character with a Star Wars name. Why? Because you are you. Think tall, you have returned. This man, whom I have never seen before, charged up here and started berating me for meddling with forbidden arts. He had the nerve to call me a fool. Thrice. By the way, I asked you a question and you ignored me like the monster you are. Are all episodes of Star Wars Visions out? Or is it like weekly like the other Disney Plus shows? So they just released all of it in one go? Who do you think you are? Yeah, not paying 100% attention to me? 9 episodes straight away. Cool. Hi. And I will say it again. You are a fool, but the worst fool of all was your master, Kukuruka. It is because of him that these miscreants are running rampant. Let me start again. I know about the Book of Thal, and I know the people who took it. They call themselves the Defiant, and their sole objective is to master the art of destruction. The man I have been tasked with finding is their leader. Waldev is his name, and he used to be a conjurer of Stillglade fane. The man harbored a deep hunger for power, the power over those he had sworn to protect. In order to satisfy this craving, he began dabbling in the dark arts. Before long, however, his doings were made known to the guild, who summarily banished him. But as he left, he declared that one day he will show the world the true power of black magic. For years, we heard naught of Waldev. Some of us dared to hope that his words were but wind. Unless he has returned, and this could only mean one thing. He is ready to make good on his promise. Oh, Melty, I have a new saber. And she is... Chef's kiss. God preserve. Are you certain of this? That it is Waldev who has taken the tome? Too much. I'm afraid so. It is no coincidence that the tome went missing at the same juncture the man reappeared. Even now he continues instructing his minions in black magic. Don't tell Thro. Hey. I just played 2 games that paid me to play them. So I got a little extra. Even though the last 3 months were awful in terms of work. They really were. But this was paid way before. That's the only way I could afford it. I paid it when I ordered it. Even now he continues instructing his minions in black magic, and every day that passes sees the cult grow into a bigger threat. If we are to move against them, we must do so now. I had assumed that we were dealing with a lone mage. If it is an entire cult, as you say, I will need to reconsider my plans. Ashlot, while you went about your investigation, I succeeded in deciphering a new spell in the Book of Neld. It should prove useful in the battles to come. I shall teach it to you forthwith. What? You mean to fight destruction with more destruction? This can only end in tragedy, I tell you. Listen to me, hearer. Waldev and his cult may be a menace to the realm, but Ashlot is nothing like them. Master Kukuruka himself entrusted her with his legacy. She will not misuse her power and cause carnage. On that you have my word. I cannot believe what I'm hearing. Where does Were the situation not so dire, I would bring you to justice without a moment's hesitation. Fortunately for you, a greater threat looms over us, and we must cooperate if disaster is to be averted. Your connections have proven useful before, and they may do so again. If you learn aught through them, I will thank you to send me word, but know that I'll not tolerate any interference in my investigation. Gods, what an irksome, ignorant, insufferable idiot! To think that we must cooperate with him. Heed not the mutterings of that stuck-up lout. We shall prepare for the gathering storm in our own way. Now where were we? Ah yes, the new spell. Ley lines it is called, and it will be a potent addition to your arsenal. While you go about mastering it, I will make further inquiries on the situation at hand. If there are any developments, you will be the first to know. By the way, that the IBA pop-up parade, I really, really like it, so I will try to get it if I can. Yes. David? Have you tried to get Lost Judgment from that website? I have, yes. Did you try? Log out. Why was I logging out? Yes, but I already know the answer. What is the answer? No. Well, if it's no to you, it's no to me as well, for sure. Haven't done shit lately. I mean, I don't know what they pay attention to. I don't think they've answered. But I've asked a bit ago. Dude, I remember there was another website that I used and just forgot about. I need to play one game here. Actually, so I am not like, dude, I am ineligible for Toy Soldiers HD on this other website. Yeah, I really think maybe one just changed what it looked like or something. Because I feel like I had another one, and I can't remember what it was called, can't find it, and nothing. It's the one where I got Narita Boy. Oh hey, I can apply for Super Monkey Ball. Let's do that. Actually, I have 23 pending requests. Sometimes they just ignore you. Like, I request the Doki Doki Literature Club, Persona 5 Strikers, Shin Megami Tensei 3. Just answer these. They don't, why are they pending? If you're not giving them to me, don't just say no. Fermented Souls, which is like super, super popular right now. Can't find the email for Narita Boy. I can't find the website where I got it. I don't think it's one of these, but I can't remember where else it could have been. A different website where you paid for playing the games? I don't know what you're talking about. There's another one besides those? Indie Boost has two websites, yes. Catapult, right? I remember you couldn't change and I told you how to change it. Yeah, I don't request keys in that on that website because all of them that I have gotten have been American keys and they say they're European. So I just it's so then I have to like email them, hey, no coverage for this because you sent me the wrong key. So I just say fuck it. That's a no. It doesn't happen in any other website, so come on. Get your shit together. There's still someone in Vigil. I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a vigil here for the voice actor that passed away. Hmm? What brings an adventurer to our doorstep? Of course, the expert from the Miners Guild. Welcome, miss. Welcome. You are one of a very few outsiders with the honor of serving Heavensward temps. Indeed, the Count has but recently seen fit to hire foreign sellswords for their experience and knowledge of of other lands. You are to work with Oshon's Raiders, one such company under our banner. Their captain, Hamerich, can be found between jobs at the Forgotten Knight. No doubt he's enjoying the excellent ale. hatchling? Or the one come to help us with the mineral survey? Please, pleasure to have you, my friend. I'm Amric, captain of Ocean Raiders. You'll like working with us. Hamerich. Me and the lads, we take pride in what we're doing. Wars are lost for want of resources as often as for want of valor, and we can't all be dragon slayers. The attitude's one is the Count's trust, so when the jobs come down from House for Temps, I'm the one who decides how they get done. Which is to say, my word's the only one that matters. Are you willing to take orders from me? No. Ha, good lass. Of course, I'll keep you clear of monsters and the like, but trouble's got a nasty habit of finding his raiders. The time might come when you've got to swing that pickaxe in self-defense. There's all manner of wild beasts out there. Leave them to me, Captain. And me? Huh? Leave them to the Captain and me. You just worry about not pissing your own britches. Ha 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 ha. You want to get your ass kicked? Excuse him, Ashbot. He's just young and stupid. Very, very stupid. He's so new to this life that he's almost got eggshells stuck to his fat little head. So we call him Hatchling. Captain's got fun nicknames for us all. Tradition, he calls it. So, what's yours to be? You're a professor or something, right? So, what about Professor? Bloody simple, isn't it? But that'll make for easy remembering. Alright, Professor it is. And that wraps up your initiation. You got nothing to do for the time being. The job will come from House for Temp soon enough, though. So, make yourself ready for when it does. Professor, huh? Professor, joining me for a cup of ale? Then, what do you say to a barrel? We've gotten a job from House for Tips. Are you ready for your first time out with the Raiders? Good, good. We're going to survey the Western Highlands and see if we can find any veins of mithrite. I'll need you to dig samples from the area and see if there's enough pure ore to mine proper. We'll meet at the south end of the Black Iron Bridge. Me and me lads go ahead and clear out some of the monsters before you get there. Don't keep us waiting too long. I bet Botanist wants that hat too. Oh, I bet wrong. They can't use it. Well, it is a minor hit. Actually, it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna leave it on. Not cool. Maybe cool is not the right word, but it looks neat. Pantsu? Wait, no. Use the iron steel manufactory or whatever it's called. Sky Steel Manufactory. Iron Steel, Sky Steel. It's the same thing. Wait, what? Where am I? I got lost. I was thinking, I was inside my head thinking. I need to queue up for things. Otherwise, I'm never doing these last roulettes. Well, I apologize in advance to all the people that are going to queue up with me as a healer. Hello? Well, certainly not using any wrong cards on this one. Don't go there. Oh boy. Playing a job at level 60 almost makes, or kinda makes playing the jobs at level 18 less fun. Why? Because you see how involved the rotation can get, and here you're just waiting for the cooldowns. Look at it, a healer DPS. You hate cooldowns? Yeah, but at a higher level, cooldowns... well, they are important, but they're less of a factor because you have so many things. They all share the same cooldown after casting. You can notice right now on the bars the ones that share cooldowns and don't. So you have more options, for sure. No, they're not all buffs. But this isn't such a great example because it's a healer. But no. Some of them are, some of them are not. I'm asking that because only a few and the ones that don't share debuffs and buffs. But yeah, there's other stuff that gets more involved. You're Arcanist, right? Like, do you not have you don't have Iggy 1 yet? Iggy attack or whatever it's called. Don't think so. It's the one, it's the attack for your pet. Just auto attacks? Okay. But yeah, like you start getting different abilities which have different cooldowns between them. There's abilities that don't share cooldown with anything else. There's ones that share cooldown with like other kinds of abilities. I guess there's always this one basic, really basic cooldown. Oh shit, I'm not paying attention. But well, that's just so you don't spam. I'm doing too much DPS. I'm not healing enough. That guy got damaged a lot really fast. Last time I looked, he was fine. Healing, am I right? Healing is for nerds. I'm really curious as to the new healer class. Really want to try it out. Hold on. Teach Samantha about slide casting, Davey. You can cast, and when it's just about to finish the timer, you can move. Like this. And it doesn't interrupt. I hate when skills share cooldown after cast, because if you are interrupted, you just can't continue. You said that doesn't happen in all skills, that's okay, because it's just like less than a second if you are interrupted. True, true. There's also skills like buffs that make you not be able to be interrupted. Huh? Shit. For a while I thought I was playing another class. Reading chat, right? Pro streamer. Hey, no one died yet, so success. By the way, I have no idea what slide casting is. So I just said that because I assumed that was it. You can move slightly during the cast? I don't think so. You can rotate, can't actually move though. But you're always facing the target. So the rotation is automatic if it happens. The shorter the cast time, the more it will seem like you're moving during, but it's just slide casting. So that's actually what it is. Cool. But if you tap really fast and move inch by inch, not as far as I'm aware. I can show you like a bigger cast, I guess. You know about the 50-50 mix-ups? No, I don't know what that means. Oh, I can't pull them off. Yeah, see, I just tapped and it broke down. Just dropping fighting game tech. Soon, Melty. Melty Blood coming soon. Going to sleep, guys. Need to wake up a bit early to watch F1. Oh boy. Well, enjoy, I guess. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks, I guess. Indeed. Thanks, I guess, indeed. I'm off to Limsa by Gridania. Nice! So nice to have more Final Fantasy XIV minions to play with. Can't wait till we can run dungeons. You'll be stuck doing low-level things forever. I can level the farmer and the stage. The farmer? The sage. Do we already know what level they're starting at? Because I'm guessing 70. Which is very high. I think 50 would be the right number. I'm saying 70 because Dancer and Gunbreaker start at 60. So I'm applying the same logic. Also, Red Mage and Samurai. So they always start like... I feel like they should start the healer at 30. They always start 20 levels below the cap. Red Mage, Samurai, Gunbreaker, and Dancer all start 20 levels below the cap. The cap at the time. Glad you joined us, Professor. Let's stop up your gauze. Stop. Start. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. I know. I'm saying I'm guessing 70, but I think it should be 50 for both. People barely know how to play their jobs leveling all the way. Fair. Hatchling, keep watch. I don't want anything taking us unaware. Muscles, scout out what routes could be used for taking the hall back to Ishgard. I don't want the pros and cons of each. I want the pros and cons of each too. All of you, keep up your guard. And don't get cocky. That goes double for you, Hatchling. 50 is still too generous. They should lock out Sage to healers who have the other healers at 80. They can. Machinist and Dark Knight are locked to people who finish a Realm Reborn, right? Then you can only get them in Ishgard. Professor, start digging for Mithrite down by the Gorgain holding. Come back here when you've pulled a few bits of quality ore out the ground. 10 chunks will be proof of pure Mithrite in these outcroppings, and that'll be enough for House Fortemps to develop the area. Now, Raiders, to your duties. Lock this class to everyone except Arrow. Exactly. Gatekeep it all. These scrubs think they can just play the game. How dare they? Well, in this case, that healer is quite different from the others. But I love the concept of the new healer, by the way. That's kind of how healing works in Genshin Impact, actually. You damage enemies and absorb some damage to heal. With healing skills. Gorgain Holden. Everything they had is fun. Sitting on my hands till November. Yeah. I'm not coming back. I'm probably not coming back this year anymore. Stormblood next year. I think I still have enough to start Stormblood. Stormblood, I'm gonna start in 1 or 2 more days, I think. You know, I feel like the the Stormblood intro is the least hype of them all so far. For me. It shows new areas more than it shows actual story. And I'm more pumped for story than locations. Stormblood is all about the friends you make along the way. I am intrigued. I'm not sure about this Ida plot. Or should I say lease? Lease? I don't know how to say it. Just say you hate mods. No, the thing is, I don't understand the payoff. in that she is, like, she revealed she wasn't the person that we thought she was, but at the same time, she revealed that we never met that person. So it doesn't mean anything. Like, we all always knew her. She's not pretending to be someone we knew. That's the part that I find a little weird. Because I guess it could be that she was just, like, Ida died at the end of Realm Reborn, and, like, then it was Lise, but that's not the case. So that's what I think is weird. No, I actually don't want to do that. Is I Want It That Way the unofficial theme song of Final Fantasy XIV? Absolutely not. I have never heard anyone perform it. Could it be the same bard? Fluffy Monka S? Gathering collectibles. What? Oh shit. What is this? You began gathering a collectible, a special type of item highly sought after by certain NPCs. Search the question mark. Select the question mark icon at the bottom of the collectibles window to learn more. Hmm? Endgame landies? I've never done this. Well, you can tell. I got the tutorial for it. Who do I give this to, Rowena? It's getting late. I need to do this dungeon or get the fuck off. Yeah, I'm gonna stop mining now. The hidden stuff is just not fun for me. Like, you find the right spot, and it may or may not, like, it's just luck. It's no longer stats, it's just luck. If it shows up or not, and then it still needs stats factoring into it. To get the high quality. You need luck for it to show up and stats to get high quality. It just stops being enjoyable to me. That collecting thing was a little neat. Might be a little more interesting to explore. Nothing like a Limsa party. It is the livelier city. The liveliest city. Can high quality. How about wanting a tank for this? Holy shit. Dragoon armor in red. I love it. By the way, I've discovered that if I dye my Zeta Ryoyuki, I can make everything look good with it. Look at this. You're a real piece of work. I know. I really like how this outfit turned out. My new ninja outfit. Just need better looking daggers, because I don't really like these. Oh, come on. But yeah, it's a good replacement for the 2B pants that I can have for a long time. But these are the bridesmaid Those are 20, 23 pence for you? Probably. Hey, at least in terms of classes, everything will be done. Everything from A Realm Reborn will be done except Fisher. And everything's Heavensward will be done except Fisher, Machinist, and Astrologian. So, Black Mage, I guess it's still ongoing. I started, but it's ongoing. But I've done all the crafters, Realm Reborn to Heavensward. I've found 10 bits of choice mithrite. Can't go home till you do. Huh. I'd say it was well worth the trouble of hiring a proper miner from Ulda. Captain, we got wounded. You got wounded before we got enemies? Guess you weren't looking out properly. Muscles. Get him to Falcon's Nest. Camp River's meet closest, but that's more trouble than it's worth. Surveying sounds like a safe enough task when you've got an army, but we don't have an army. 'Tis a miracle we didn't lose any men this time round. But that's a sellsword's lot, isn't it? See? Knights are brave, honorable people. All competing to see who's bravest and most honorable. They'll throw themselves into dragon fire to win honor in the eyes of the high houses. But not a one of them will jump for this kind of work, so they'll find someone that's willing to do it and pass it off to them. Sometimes that's their own man, and sometimes it ain't. Captain, are you saying one of ours could have been killed because the nobles think themselves too bloody good for the work? Aye, that's the long and short of it. But Hatchlin, I'm the one who offered up the raider's services. The work's dangerous, but we win favor doing it. And House for Temps are fair-minded folk. They will give us better when the time comes. But to get it, we've got to be able to put our swords forward no matter what. That's how you become successful as a sellsword. Shite business if you ask me. Then change careers. If you can get out, by all means get out. None of my lads came to this life willingly. Some drifted into it, others came tumbling down to it. There's one who stooped to crime and lost his home. Another lost a lover and needed a new home. There's only one breed of strays I don't take. Them what want a place to die. You're bad for business and bad for the company. So tell me, Hatchlin, why are you here? I came because I want glory and a name. I want to win myself one of them. Wrong sodden place for you then. But I'll keep you. You're not off bad with a blade. Well, let's get back to Ishgard. I'd kill for a hot bowl of soup after this cold. Holy shit. No! My adventurer in need bonus. It's so fickle. Dude, if I'm doing the same amount of work, I want the biggest chunk of XP. Call it what you will. Sandstorm. Oh boy. That's classic, I guess. Seems our wounded lad will make a full recovery, Professor. Fast enough to join us the next time out, even. Really, I'm blessed to have this lot. Hell's even Hatchlane's a better sword than I was at his age. Hey, Road, keep honing your instincts, eh? Our next job's like to be harder and dirtier than this one. And you'll want to be sharp for it. Professor, I was just looking for you. Tell me, where do you find quality titanium? You got Melty's airship? Maybe I should start at the beginning. Houseport attempts is to take the van in a new offensive against the Dravanians alongside the Temple Knights. It is a risky gambit, and they'll need the very best gear to succeed. Blades that won't blunt against dragon scale and armor that will withstand Dravanian claws. Normal metal just won't cut it. Which takes me back to titanium. The smithies tell me it's the only metal that'll serve, and they need a proper reserve to armor all the knights. So do you happen to know where we might find a goodly vein of ore? Your expression's telling me you don't. Well, it's a good thing I'm prepared, then. Here, this is a sample of pure titanium ore. Take that to your guildmaster and see if she can tell you anything. I think that's my cue to leave. Alright. Paladin is equipped. Duty Finder is open. It's not, because I want to say goodbye. But I'm gonna go. This is a little shorter stream, but well, shorter for Final Fantasy, but normal time for the overall. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed more Final Fantasy XIV and the rest of the stuff that we played today. I will very likely still play tomorrow and stream at the regular time, so do show up for that, and I will see you then. If not, I'll say something on Discord. Yeah. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out, and goodbye.